All right. So this is day three. Um, I definitely traded the other days, but it was harder to afford just because I was like at doing a lot of Thanksgiving stuff and traveling and working and blah 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 blah. But uh actually um a lot more work was put in like on the charts outside of the basic like trading stuff. Uh, so I could say that I've went full circle. I've gone pretty much back to the 2022 model mentorship, and what I mean by that is in all my studying of orderly and studying like the weekly profiles, I basically was trying to recreate the 2022 mentorship, but really all it was is just I didn't understand the first time, and I kind of like fueled this video because the truth is that my girlfriend at this time she hates ICT. Like it's like well she hates a lot of things, but she hates ICT uh because it's just like I don't want to make general sweeping generalizations, but like you can tell, like the way he talks, the way he does his Twitter Spaces with like the stuff that she hears, understandable, but like she's not accustomed to what I would say. This is kind of weird saying it, but I can't think of a better word. Like the man's motivational influence, like their podcast, their motivational videos. They don't. She's not privy to what it sounds like. Being with her for as long as I have, like everything about what she watches is like you're the prize, you're beautiful, the sun shines from your ass. Like it's just it's really some shit where you just go, if it's not that, it's murder mysteries. And you just like as a dude listen to that, it's like this is breeding psychopath. Like this is how you become a psychopath. Just a constant flux of like I'm better than thou videos, but not really because you don't want to be, perfect. And then, that's too much pressure. But then also at the same time, it's like you just watch like how to get away with murder all day. Um and yeah, and someone like ICT who is like literally telling you that this is the hardest thing you're gonna do, telling you that you're doing it wrong, which I was. So I kept telling her that. Like it's crazy that like she saw like to be fair, from the outside looking in, if you see somebody studying and then they're telling themselves that they just keep doing it wrong and they're like shaking their head on, like to the floor, just like I'm an idiot, like every day, like it's cause for concern. Like I'm not like crazy with it. Like I get what she sees. It's just it's that's what growth looks like. Like I think I've said before, like one of the other videos, like I work out. So it was like that with working out. Like I didn't think going in that I was just gonna be benching like 315, which is like 3 plates on the bar. Uh, but I did think like, yo, am I gonna break like my fucking shoulders because I'm lifting heavy weights? And because of that, actually, I saved myself a lot of injuries because I was more focused on the form than I was about the weight. So I never really was an ego lifter. And then here I am, like I can bench 315. But that took that took like goddamn like 10 years. Like I've been lifting, no, not even. I was lifting since I was in high school. So like around 16, like they're yeah, like just like 12 to 13 years, and I was running track too, like stopped for a couple, like months or whatever, like doing push-ups, like doing jail workouts and stuff. Like, it's yeah. So, needless to say, girlfriend is not a fan of ICT because of the way he would talk and the way that it didn't sound like he was blowing smoke at people's asses, which she was really upset about. Um, but yeah, uh, uh, these last couple days, I've been a little bit more heavy on the ICT side, understanding what is it that I'm doing wrong, and uh, she was a witness to it, so it triggered a lot of like arguments as to like should I really be doing this? Should I really be listening to a guy like that? And I pretty much was telling her that like these are all old videos because he's done. This guy is he's out, and that fueled up more fights because how are you listening to a guy that's retired and has no responsibility over you, which is just stupid, but whatever. That's not the point. Point is she is not a fan of ICT. She doesn't believe in what it is, but I do, and I'm bringing this up to say like I'm that fight got me to think that the 2022 mentorship was way ahead of my time. I wasn't ready to receive that information. I jumped like my first learning of trading and markets and stuff was the 2022 mentorship and a whole lot of other like retail supply and demand and all these different things. So it was just too much. It was too much, and I was trying to put it all together. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I didn't know what was really working. So yeah, I revisited. I put all the things I've learned, all the journaling into a context. I typically do not trade this time, but I will say that as of right now, I am applying the same method that I would normally do at 9:50 to 10:50. I just put it back. And the reason specifically why I'm doing that is because I am doing macro to macro. So 850 is the macro. It ends about 9:10. As you can see, this was the 859. So took out buy side and took out sell side. You see how it accumulated. And I would want it to take out one of these two, but that might have been asking for too much. But it did it, right? Um, and it created this after it did this, it created this range and took it out, right? And basically, what I would be looking for is this buy right here to take it up, which I'd want to do, but I'm a little hesitant right now, just because I'm talking at the same time, and I also want to get into or out of the habit of taking everything I see. I really want to stop doing it. Like it's infuriating. I don't cherry pick the moves. I always want everything, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm like furious, and I want to get back there. So there's that. Gotta change this thing. Yeah. Okay. So this is Monday. This is Tuesday. So from here to here would be the range, and that's accurate to say right here. Yep, that trade makes sense. If I was looking for bullish, oh, oh, up, circle ball, see, hesitating, and Probably save myself from meaningless loss. Anyway, yeah, so this is the trade, and what you want to do is you basically want to have your lifetime trade bias. Yep, I was wrong. That's how I lose money. I was definitely wrong. This displacement was what I should have been entering in and getting it off there. But I guess when I saw the fair value after the buy, I was confused. See, this is why you don't take trades while talking. But yeah, the general thing that I should have done was we're in where we were in the X. Once I identified it was a reversals would go up an accumulation. So this right here, this was giving me ample chances to get in after the displacement, take it down, and the target would be generally this lower quadrant, but I don't believe I'm gonna get another chance. I can hope, pray, fuck, you know, it is what it is. Hope, and hope I mean like waiting for 9:30 to give me an opportunity basically to this order block. So let me map it out here. Yeah, that's just the consistency part. It's just there was a way to take this off. Oh shit, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take out the thing first. Well, yeah, that's basically like explaining the model I've been using now, or I could say a complete model at this time. That's what it feels like. Because what am I doing? I'm trading the macro. So that means that I have a specific time window. It's that 9:58 on Tuesdays because I start work early, 8:50 to 9:50. And then if not, like other days that I don't start early, it's 9:50 to 10:50. I prefer that time. It's just better, generally speaking, but beggars can't be choosers. Uh, so then after that, why am I trading that? The macro time usually takes out a level of liquidity. Once it takes out a level of liquidity, I can see movement because you need something to be taken out for the price to move. We are under the assumption that it's not buying and selling pressure. If it's not buying and selling pressure, then once price did this to do this, I should have said yes. Bing, bang, boom, we're in the shorts. And it gave me enough time up until now to say, like, okay, this is the lowest low. So even with the OTE retracement, it came up to 50%. Fair enough. Good. Right. So it should continue down. Um, and which is doing. So I did miss it, but like I was wrong initially because I thought that this right here was the buy to go up. I was wrong. And the reason I was wrong is because I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't talking. Thank God I didn't take it, thinking that was going to be the opposite. And then like I was saying, you just take the fair value gap and you go down, or you can take a breaker, or you can take a outside candle, which I'm still trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, all right.